Today, I'm going to be showing you how to tinytask the new port agency portals. So basically, you guys are going to be able to AFK farm for detective shards and grind for a shiny of the new secret. So I'm going to be showing you guys how to do that in this video. And I'm also going to be using 0 uniques because every time I do one of these videos, you guys complain that you can only do it with uniques. No, you're just bad at the game. You can do it with pretty much any units. You just don't know what you're doing. So I'm going to be doing it with a traitless Evolved Poseidon, an Amelia, and a Homaru. I know the Homaru has Divine, but you guys don't understand. My other 2 air units are a unique Usopp and a unique Metal Knight. So I don't have any options but to bring a Homaru and get it to hybrid before the airs come. So this is what I'm doing. You guys can bring whatever you want. If you have uniques, awesome. It's going to be even easier. You can do it with anyone. It doesn't matter who you have. Just make sure you have a farm unit, and then I would recommend probably bringing Amelia for a slow, and then that's it. I do have 2 slots over here, so that I can bring these new units, so that I can get a boost. Each of these give a 20% boost, so 40% boost in total. And as long as you guys follow the tutorial correctly, in the end, you will be able to tinytask these portals fully, and just go AFK, get detective shards, come back, craft some portals, and hope you get a shiny. Of course, you will need to download tinytasks. You can just go to tinytask.net or search it up online and download it. Once you download it, it should look like this. Go over to preferences, turn on continuous playback, set your recording hotkey to F8, set your playback hotkey to Control-Shift-Alt-P. Make sure play speed's 1x. I don't know why mine's 1/2. So there we go, set that, and there you go. That's all you need. Those settings ticked, and then we will get started. Now, to preset this up, you do need to select your portals. So what I mean by that is if you have any high costs, short ranged, or maybe even tank enemies at a high tier, you're probably going to want to sell them. And by probably, I mean you're going to have to, just because those won't work. Because if you get high cost, for example, in your normal portals, you'll be trying to place down your Poseidon or whoever you have, but in the high cost ones, you won't be able to. So it messes up everything, and your tinytask will no longer work. And then in short range, it just messes with your range. I mean, like, I don't know what to say about that. That will also mess you up. All the others, though, keep the price and the range of your units the same. So as long as you have the right placement, you'll be A-okay. So here we go. Now I've got tank, regen, tank again, shield, fast, and then regen. So all of these 7 portals will work. And of course, during the tinytask, while we complete them, we're going to be getting even more portals. And so then once these 7 are done, which will take about an hour of AFKing, I can come back, check the new portals I got, and delete all the short ranges and high costs, and then let it run again. And then you just do that over and over again until you just start getting like so many portals per run that you're not even going to have to worry about checking in every hour. You can go AFK for an entire night if you want. I will tell you guys when we start to record and when I stop recording. But right now, we're not going to record at all, okay? We're just going to open up the portal. Now, before we do, I just want to quickly explain that there are 2 camera angles. There's one like this, and then there's also one like this. I'm going to be doing the tutorial today for the camera angle like this, just because in my testing, I got it more times than this one. But it really doesn't matter which camera angle you do. You always spawn up on top of like one of these like buildings, and all you have to do on top of the building is hit S. Like, I tap it about 2-3 times, and then you're just going to hold D. You'll go over to a pipe, and then once you reach the pipe, you hold W, and you'll get stuck in a corner. You guys will understand once we load in, but yeah, so let's just get this started. Open up, start the portal. We're not recording yet. We're going to use the Play Next feature, and now the loading times are instant now. I don't know what Roblox did to fix that, but it's no longer waiting. So it's actually going to be even more accurate. So here we go. We got the spawn I want. I'm going to start recording right now once this text comes up. So once you see that text fade in at the top, you guys know the text I'm talking about. It said Sky Club, detect the mission, whatever that said. Once that fades in, start your recording. Now we're going to wait. I'm going to wait till about 35 seconds because you never know. Sometimes you may load in slower, even though the loading is pretty much instant now. At 35 seconds, I'm going to tap S 3 times, like I said, and then hold D. The reason why you have to tap S is because you have to get over this pole. So hold D, you'll get here, then hold W, and you'll get stuck in this corner. So there we go. Now I'm going to release all my keys, and I'm simply just going to be careful when I'm walking like this, and I'm just going to get over here. I'm going to use O on my keyboard to zoom out, O and I to zoom out and in. And I'm actually going to set up over here, so I'm going to go over here a bit. Okay, right here. Now, make sure you hit yes. Don't let the timer run out. Don't let the timer run out. Make sure you hit yes. I'm hitting it more times right now, actually, as you can probably hear. I'm going to get my speedwagon down, and now we just play the game. But you cannot change your camera angle, and you can only zoom in using I and O. If you use the scroll wheel to zoom in, you'll mess up the tiny task. And like I said, you cannot use right click as well. So there we go. I'm going to get these down. I'm going to get a Poseidon down. Now, I wouldn't recommend placing too close to the track, guys. Like, instead of placing here, place here. In case you're off by a couple of pixels during the tiny task, you don't want everything to be messed up because you placed too close to the track. So there we go. I'm going to get that down. I'm going to get another farm down. Also, wait to spend your money until this timer's up. So every wave income, don't spend the money you got from that wave until that timer is up. There we go. We're going to get another Poseidon down here. I'm also going to get an Amelia placed right about here. For my Amelia, I am going to set her to last. There we go. Perfect. Remember, don't spend money right now. You can spend your money right now. There you go. This is another little safety thing. There's a lot of things with tiny tasking. I have been tiny tasking for like literally almost like a year and a half now with how long AA's been out. So yeah, I know a lot. I know kind of how to make tiny tasks work. So if you guys have questions, you have issues, let me know in the comments. But as long as you follow this tutorial full way through, you really should not have any issues. Place down another Poseidon. I'm going to upgrade a Poseidon once. So if you don't have uniques, you're not going to be able to farm as freely, right? There's going to be times where you really need to focus your farms. Just because, yeah, I mean, you'll struggle. So yeah, make sure you guys are focusing your units however much you need to so that you don't lose. Now here at wave 6, I'm going to get a Homodu to hybrid. I'm going to place my Homodu back here, actually. And I'm going to get it to hybrid because we're going to have airs coming out next wave. So with the income I get with wave 7, I should be able to afford hybrid. And then I don't have to worry about airs because then I'll get Poseidon hybrid and everything will be okay. Now also, if you have unique units, guys, I would actually recommend placing over here if you see where my mouse is right now, bottom right of the screen. But if you don't have uniques, just place back here, play a little bit slower, and you're going to be fine. You have really nothing to worry about. Okay, so I'm going to wait the 5 seconds, guys. That's what we do. Wait it, and then once it's up, there we go. Okay, we need a little bit more money, so probably one more wave, which will be fine, because airs do come out wave 7, but by the time they reach us, it will be wave 8. So I'll get the income from wave 8, get the Homodu hybrid. Once the Homodu is hybrid, make sure to set it to flying. Now, if you don't have Homodu, if you have Usopp's a lot better, guys. If you have Usopp, place your Usopp's back here. Like I said, my Usopp is unique, and every time I bring a unique in one of these videos, you guys just complain saying it's not possible without uniques. So I'm not bringing any uniques, which also means I can't bring my best units. Like, I would much rather have a Stain than a Poseidon right now, but hey, whatever. There we go, get that, and then one more wave, we will get the Homodu up to hybrid, so when the airs come out, we will be fine. And yeah, we'll set it to flying on the targeting, and then we can also turn on auto time stop, because this will minus the cooldown by 13 seconds, so it makes it so much better. So yeah, get to wave 9, I am going to finish upgrading my farms after I get this Homodu to hybrid. But yeah, the enemies are just weak, like I don't know what to say. The only thing you guys do need to keep in mind is different challenges, okay? So we need to keep in mind that there's going to be times where these are going to be tank enemies, and they're going to be really strong. So I didn't really keep that in mind with this setup, because I'm just doing this setup, to be honest, for the video. As soon as I'm done with this setup I'm showing you guys right now, I'm going to go back and record this with unique Stain, unique Usopp, and unique Guts. And then I'm going to also have Speedwagon, and then these two. So that's the comp I'm mainly going to be running. And when I do that, I want to make sure you guys keep in mind that A, you can get fast enemies. So make sure you place a unit back here no matter what. Even if you have uniques, place a couple units like back here. Or if you have an Usopp, slap it down. Because at the start, you may get some leaks. When you think the enemies are going to be right here, he may actually be right here if he's a fast enemy. So just stuff like that you guys are going to need to keep in mind and think about while recording these. Different challenges. There's regen enemies, don't really need to worry about. It's not going to be too hard of a regen, so don't worry about burn and bleed. Tank enemies, they're going to be stronger. So if you have weak units, make sure you upgrade them. Even when you think they're really easy, like 38k is so weak, if this was a tier 7 tank enemies, for all we know, that might be 100k. So you need to keep all those things in mind. I know it's a lot to think about, but just all you need to do is place units if you want like the dumbed down version of it. Place a couple units far back so that you catch any fast enemies leak at the start. And then make sure you're upgrading units more than you think you need to, right? So right now I may think I'm safe with my Homodo doing 100k, but maybe not. So maybe I should upgrade my Poseidon a little bit. Like, just keep that all in mind while doing this. That's important, or else things are just going to get messed up. So now we have all 3 of our speed wagons maxed out, as you can see. And I'm just going to upgrade our Poseidons now. I mean, that's literally all we have to do. There's nothing else I have to worry about. This is going to be extremely easy. We'll get up to wave 15, win it. I'm also going to get another Amelia down as well, actually. Place an Amelia right here. Set it to last. Place another one over here. Set this one to last as well. There we go. Perfect. And yeah, we really don't have anything to worry about. We'll play this through. I'm not going to skip. I don't like skipping in Tiny Task videos because, you know, I think it's important for you guys to see what I do. So I'm not going to skip, but I'm just going to sit here and upgrade until wave 15. Now, once we reach wave 15, we don't have to worry about selling or anything like that, guys. All we have to do is, once we get to the end screen, give it a second, especially if you record on fast enemies, guys. If you record on fast enemies, you need at the end to give it a second, okay? Also, recording on fast enemies actually might be good because then you'll get a sense of where the enemies will be and where you need to place your units. But recording on fast enemies, at the end, when you get the complete screen, you need to wait. You need to keep in mind that in non-fast enemies, the game is not going to complete that fast. If you place back here in non-fast enemies, units are going to take slower to get to you. Place back here in fast enemies, they're going to come really fast, and so you're going to be able to kill them faster, and so you're going to win quicker. So you need to keep that in mind. If you're on fast enemies, I'd recommend waiting 30 seconds to a minute once you see the end screen before actually clicking continue. And then, of course, once you reach the end screen and you've waited your time, just hit continue, and then hit the pick next portal, and select the first portal in your inventory. And that's it. Once you select the first portal in your inventory, wait to load in, and guess what? You stop the recording once the text at the top fades in. So it is the exact same way you start the recording. If you start the recording when the text at the top fades in, you stop the recording in the next portal when the text fades in. So I'll show you guys. I will communicate when I stop my recording and everything. Okay, we've reached wave 15, so now we just let the boss come out. We will absolutely slaughter it, by the way. No shot it does anything. Ooh, wow. That Poseidon attack's making me lag. I've never used the Poseidon before. But yeah, that is giving me a little bit of a lag spike. So yeah, we'll wait for the boss to come over here. And then we'll win, of course. And then I'll show you guys how to make it loop. Like, play into the next portal and everything. So yeah, give it a second. Wait for this boss to die off. It is extremely weak. This is a tier 5. So yes, higher tiers will be harder. But they're still going to be really easy. Just focus on upgrading units a little bit more than farming if you're struggling. Okay. Here we go. One more attack from Homodo, I think. Or one more attack from Poseidon, Homodo, whatever. There we go. Taking down. Wave completed. This was not fast enemies. This was normal speed. It's actually tank enemies. So it may have taken longer than normal. Because we may have been waiting longer to kill them. So I'm going to wait. I'll give it about 15 seconds here. So while we're waiting, make sure you guys drop a like on the video and subscribe. We're trying to get to 100k. So help us out. Alright. There we go. I think that was enough time waiting. Whatever, if you guys want to wait longer, you can. Like I said, this isn't going to be my main recording. Next, and then just click through this like this. Didn't get a shard, but that's fine. Here we go. I'm just clicking right now. I'm going to click just over here a bit where the next button is. And now, pick next portal. Select the first portal in your inventory. Hit select. And now wait. And like I said, hit F8 on your keyboard, which is the stop recording hotkey. Once we see the text at the top fade in. Okay, get ready. Bam. Right there. We saw the text fade in. And remember, just to show you guys, S. This isn't me right now playing, or this is me manually doing this. I'm just showing you guys why you need to make sure you're hitting S. If you didn't hit S there, you would have been right here. You would have walked off, and then you would have just been over here, and everything would have been messed up. So, in your tiny task, you need to make sure you get over this pipe. And then we're going to hug it like this. So, yeah. That's how we do it. That's how you make the tiny task, guys. I hope you guys found this video helpful. If you did, make sure you drop a like on the video and subscribe. But that's going to do it for this tiny task showcase. If you have any issues, let me know in the comments. I'll try to help you guys out. And yeah, that's going to do it. I appreciate you guys watching to the end, and I will see you guys next time. Peace.